Heritage Walk is a showcase of the history of Amritsar, tragedies, patriotism, and the present. This is the fourth episode of the 4 days and 3 nights holiday in Amritsar in December 2022. Heritage Walk is a 1 kilometer long pedestrian street connecting the Partition Museum and the Golden Temple. Along the street, there are several historic sites that showcases the memories and the pride of Amritsar. Jallianwala Bagh Museum. This museum reminds us of the horrific memory of the British crimes in Amritsar in 1919. On the 7-acre site, visitors can see various exhibitions, monuments, and bullet marks on the walls. Walking through the narrow passage, visitors will reach the site of Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. The British Army killed more than 1,000 innocent civilians in 1919, and it led to the nationwide movement against British colonization. This well is so important. Many people jumped into this well to escape from gun shooting, but many of them died unfortunately. According to the signboard, about 120 dead bodies were recovered from the well. Another point is that the original structure of the surrounding has been preserved. There are white markings pointing out the black marks on the wall. These tell us how dreadful the gun shooting was on that day. So in this park, there are a couple of the exhibitions which show what happened on 13th of April in 1919, Amritsar. So on that day, hundreds of Indian civilians were killed by the British Army, and it was clearly the crime against humanity. Despite the tragic memory, this park now is a place for families, couples, the local people to enjoy their weekend and free time. So I am here today, and I can see hundreds of people are coming here to see this park. Well, the event was very tragic, but people enjoy their weekend, their free time now in this city, Amritsar. Walking further along Heritage Walk, you will reach a brick-color historic building. It is a Partition Museum and is another site showing the crime against humanity committed by the British. The British declared the Partition of India to divide its colony into 2 different countries in 1947. This unilateral declaration forced people to migrate from one country to another and caused serious issues such as separation of families, refugees, and numerous cases of murders in this region. In this museum, with visual effects and various records of tragic incidents, you will learn what happened in northern India in 1947. The statue of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. This statue is a symbol of the city, so I repeatedly went there while staying in Amritsar. The area was always congested and lively. Hundreds of auto rickshaws came and went, and many hawkers were selling cotton candy around the roundabout. There was a noise behind the statue when I visited there. There was a large group of people and they performed something. It is an Indian traditional martial art called Gatka. They are Sikhs and used wooden sticks to fight each other. The martial art has developed its forms for centuries, and the Gatka is the pride and tradition of Sikhs living in the Punjab state. The present. Heritage Walk is also a place to enjoy the authentic local cuisine of Amritsar. I found a food street that has several restaurants near the roundabout. This restaurant serves round-shaped pancakes called kulcha. Kulcha is a popular dish in northern India and made from flour, water, and a bit of a condiment. The main chef started cooking after taking my order. He used a rolling pin to make the dough a round shape. The restaurant has a brick oven, so we can enjoy freshly baked kulcha. This is my kulcha. Butter was on top, and a lentil soup and vegetables were served. The texture was soft and tasty. I dipped my pancake into the lentil soup, which had a mild taste, so I feel that kulcha is very healthy food in India. I enjoyed the local taste on Heritage Walk. Mike Kobayashi, Heritage Walk, Amritsar.